plaintiff, Krishan Frencher, is dating the defendant's brother, whom she claims had a rough childhood and was raised in foster homes. Krishan says when she met the defendant, she realized he was all about girls and having fun. And she's suing him today because the defendant took her car without permission and totaled it. Defendant Dion Burns admits that he had a rough childhood because he grew up in South Central Los Angeles, never had a father figure, and only met his mother a couple of times. Dion says he took Krishan's car because his son needed to go to the hospital, and he insists the accident was simply that, an accident.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Prove your case.
Dion Burns is the younger brother of my boyfriend, Marcus Henry.
This your boyfriend? You got
yes,
a boyfriend? That's
boyfriend.
Unfortunate. Lock him up. We'll get rid of him real quick. We'll get him out of the way. Go ahead.
The first time I met Dion, the first thing that came off to me is that he was like all into girls and he was all about fun. So actually the first thing he said to me was, you know, hook me with one of your cute friends. I tried to, I guess it didn't work out. So like over the year.
They're still around?
Yeah.
Doyle?
So over the year, I just basically learned a lot about Dion, found out that he was from LA and that he had a rough childhood and he lived in foster homes and stuff like that.
What type of friendship have you all had?
We went to various family dinners that my boyfriend's aunt would have on
But
Sundays.
not like to...
No, nothing like that.
House parties, clubs, or whatever?
No.
No? Y'all wouldn't let him hang out? Why wouldn't they let you hang out with him?
I don't know. I was busy doing other things.
Doing what? What are you busy? What are you
I was
busy?
working at the time, going to school.
All right. You graduated from high school?
Yeah.
Good. All right. You go to college or trade school?
Trade school.
Good. All right. You finished yet?
No, not yet.
All right. How long before you finish?
I got a month.
Okay. How about you, young lady? You finished high school?
Yes, I did finish high school.
College? You go to college?
Yes, I'm also actually in nursing school right now.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right. How about him? He put his head down. Stand
Yeah,
up.
I finished high school.
Stand up. State your name.
Marcus Henry.
All right. Me and Doyle were just kidding about your cute girlfriend.
No, we weren't.
I was. No, but it's always nice to see young people who seem to be living constructive and productive lifestyles. So, wanted to congratulate you all. And you're
Thank
doing
you.
what again?
I go to barber school. I'll be done in about 3 weeks.
Good. Where do you live? You can come do my hair. Our barber gets pretty good money. He comes in late though sometimes. Can you make it on time?
Yes, I can.
You hired. All right. Now, when you move to Chicago, you're hired. Young man, why don't you tell me about the nature of you all's friendship before we get to the cost of the car she's suing you about?
I'm from Los Angeles, California. It's a little rough area, a rough place.
What part?
South Central.
What part of South
Like
Central?
Crenshaw, Slauson. And I grew up in foster homes, 5 different foster homes, 2 different group homes. And no, I really never had no father figure. And met my mother a couple times. And
Were they on drugs?
probably.
Most kids, when they're given up to foster care, because the parents are on drugs.
And when I turned 18, that's when I moved with my brother. You know, we stayed in Long Beach for about a year. And, you know, that was a rough place. You know, a lot of guns, violence, you know,
Long
drugs.
Beach was tougher than Crenshaw and Slauson?
Not really, but Long Beach was
Both.
tough too, yeah. So, you know, and we needed to get our education, you know, better ourselves. So we decided to move to Kansas City, you know, to attend barber school. And
That's where you attend as well?
Yeah.
Good.
and when we moved down there, that's when I met Krishan. That's when I was introduced, you know.
First, let me congratulate you and your brother for overcoming those streets. You're a perfect example of how young people who go through all those type of obstacles, tremendous obstacles, not just living in the drug and crime infested communities, but having gone from foster care to foster care, 5 different places. And still you were able to overcome it. And you and your brother are adults living By yourselves, together?
By ourselves.
All right, and going to school and about to get your barber's license, and then I'm sure at some point you're going to get your own barber shop, and then you might end up with a chain of barber shops and have more money than those dope dealers. Good luck to you. And let's get to why she's suing. You're on this car. What happened?
In June of 2009, I was actually out of town in Oklahoma with my family. Dion had came to stay with me and my boyfriend for like 2 weeks. So what happened was the final day that I was coming home, my boyfriend stated that he had left the keys on the table for me. My dad actually dropped me off at my mom's house, and I was just basically just got done talking to my boyfriend, and I was hopping in the shower to wash my hair and everything. And so he had called me back, and he kind of sounded kind of startled. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Like, what's happening? And he basically had told me that Dion had gotten into an accident, and that we needed to go to the hospital. And so he kind of like was like, I don't want to tell you this because I don't want you to get mad, but he was like, he totaled your car. When we got to the hospital, that's when I saw Dion, and I was like really happy that he was okay. But basically here are the pictures of the damages that he did to my vehicle.
Okay. Dion?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And I also have...
Let me allow him to, oh my goodness. Son? Look at the license plate is all the way in the front seat. And you weren't injured at all?
Just a scratch on my hand.
Scratch on your hand.
You better be going to church.
They're not clapping for you, they're thanking the Lord. Let me hear from you.
She left the keys on the counter, and my baby mama called me.
Your baby mama, no. You were doing all right earlier. You gave me the impression that you were trying to live a life that was a little more productive and professional. Say, the mother of my child.
Yeah, the mother of my child. Mm-hmm. She called me and said my son needed to go to the hospital. He was sick. So I had no other choice but to take the car.
You couldn't call her?
I actually had called him on my way home to let him know that I was going to be on my way home because my boyfriend mentioned to me to tell him.
Why didn't you tell her?
I already took the car.
All right, why didn't you tell her while you were in it? I took your car because I have to go on an emergency.
Honestly, I wasn't supposed to take the car.
Right, so then admit that's why you didn't tell her, because you weren't supposed to take it.
Right.
All right, and then what happened with this accident? I want to hear what happened.
Car swerved in front of me and I lost control.
I actually have the documentations that they sent me because he was driving without a license, and it also states here how the whole accident actually happened.
How is that? How does it state it happened?
All the way.
You can give it to me, but tell me.
Pretty much he was driving in the far left lane, like all the way in the far left lane, and eventually he kind of swerved all the way to the right, and I guess he hit one of the, I don't know what they call them, on the side of the road, and it kind of flipped over repeatedly.
Went through the guardrail and then rolled down the hill.
Yes.
Lord have mercy.
I don't know if he was trying to get off on the exit.
He began to merge when he observed a vehicle cutting him off. Driver number one then overcorrected and lost control of the vehicle. This is you telling the police. Sir, was it your fault?
No, sir.
You didn't receive a ticket of any sort?
Yeah, driving without a license.
Okay. Well, why didn't you have a license?
Never had time to go get it.
Right, and that's why you didn't have a license, meaning you didn't know how to drive.
Right.
Meaning if this person cut you off, instead of just swerving a little, you swerved a lot more than you needed to, and you lost control. Why did you swerve a lot more than you needed to? Because you didn't know how to drive. All right, good luck to you. $4,000 is your judgment. Have a good day.
I just want to say today to Dion that I'm happy that everything with you is okay and that you weren't really hurt in the car accident.
What if your son needed you and you had no other way? What would you do?
Still could have asked.
Yeah, I mean, he still could have asked me when I did talk to him on the phone that he had an emergency and that he needed to take my vehicle at that time because that was what was available to him.
I'm just happy my bro is alive, but he know what he did was wrong. But I forgive him. That's my bro.
Just want to say thank you.